Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miss back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. We are here again for, I think, episode number 100% sure, to be honest. I'm not too, I don't know, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're here again for yet another season, of course, and what I believe to now be season number 5, I think. Um, who could we actually look to see that? I want to say Adam Boqvist. So let's see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we are going into season number 5, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm excited to see how we do this year. The team is pretty good, and let's go over it. So, well, actually, let's not go over it because obviously you saw that there was a negative there on the fourth line, and I tried my hardest to figure it out with what we had because ice this team that we have, but unfortunately, whether I have Kamano or Ronning or someone else in there, there is always a -2 or -3 on that fourth line. So I'm going to target Taro Hirose here to see if I can get a little bit better of a fourth line dynamic. And Taro Hirose is a very good player. He's pretty decent defensively, very good offensively, and he's really, really fast, which definitely helps with this team. And he's pretty young, and obviously he's been in Detroit his entire career. So honestly, I'm gonna just sign him to a 2-year deal at 1.1. Not that expensive. We could go for Simmons or Kajula, but I think the playmaker and Tara Harise will make it better. I can't remember if that's how his last name is pronounced. Harise? I feel like it is. Hirose. Hirose? I don't know. I don't remember. Tara Hirose. Hirose, I think, maybe? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't remember, but either way, Taro Hirose does accept, and he will be immediately slotted into our NHL team for Kamano, because I had tried Kamano, I had tried Ronning, just wasn't able to get it right with either of them, unfortunately. So let's just send down both of them because they're both currently in the NHL. And there we go. So now we're just about ready to get into the simulation of today's episode. This should work. This should be a good player morale. Yes, okay, so it's at least a 0, which is what we want. So I'm very okay with that. He's a left wing. Should I be playing him on the left wing, or should I be playing Johnson? Not that it really matters, I guess. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter all that much. All three of them are lefties, so do we have any right-handed forwards apart from Nylander and DeBrincat and Dak? No, Giroux as well, but no. Yeah, just DeBrincat, then our entire second line is right-handed for the forward core, and of course we have 3 and 3 for the D core. So let's actually roll through this team for you guys. So Alex DeBrincat, Dylan Strome, and Patrick Kane will be the top line once again. Alex Nylander, Kirby Dak, and Claude Giroux will be the second line. Very intrigued to see how Claude Giroux does as a Chicago Blackhawk. Then on our third line, Dominic Kubalik, Philip Kurashev, and Jesper Boqvist, which is a very good third line. And our fourth line of Taro Hirose, Anders Bjork, and Andreas Janssen. A pretty solid forward core, not gonna lie. Our D core this year, we're gonna have Hampus Lindholm on the tongue with Adam Boqvist. Interested to see how they do. They're getting a +3, which means Boqvist will be playing like a 94, which is crazy good. So, and Hawken and Beaudin, not a bad pairing with the +1. They're an 84 and an 81. Intrigued to see how they do. And then with the +1 on the bottom pairing as well, an 82 and an 80 with Vishnevsky and Fleury. So, interested to see how this D-core does. Obviously, a bit of a downgrade considering we don't have Dougie Hamilton. We could have targeted a better defenseman, but I really wanted to roll with this D-core because I think we can still get it done, and I think this D-core will honestly turn into something. So, Philip Gustafsson and Malcolm Subban is the 1-2 punch once again. But yeah, Gustafsson's actually now up to an 85 now, so he's gotten better. Hopefully he'll be better in the postseason. So let's go do the best lines down here in the AHL. Do I want Cuff or Lennox playing? Maybe Tristan Lennox instead of Granlund. I mean, they're the same age, but Granlund's obviously a much higher overall, so I think I'll just keep it the way it is for now. But yeah, just a quick look at the AHL for you guys. There you go. But yeah, so I'd say we're pretty much ready to hit the simulation. I'm excited to see how this team does. I think we're a pretty good team. Now, do I think we're as good as we were last year? No. Does that mean we're going to have a bad season? Absolutely not. So let's see what we can do. I'm very, very, very excited. We actually have 3 pro scouts, which, to be fair, I would like to change, but I just don't want to. I don't care that much, although our prospect pool is kind of struggling right now, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, picking up that sniper from Dallas in the last episode was very helpful to our prospect pool. That definitely makes things a lot better because our prospect pool is just not very strong, but either way, 1-1-1 to the first 3 games, so at least we get 3 points out of a possible 6, which isn't too bad, I guess. Let's just keep going, though. In the first 5 games, we were 2-2-1, not a great record. Pretty even team, though, 3-3-2 so far, which is interesting. Now we're negative for the first time this season. I'm intrigued to see how our team does in our division because, of course, our division every year is just always competitive. So I'm intrigued to see how it goes this year. Dallas, of course, now with Dougie Hamilton, and we actually beat Dallas, so that's nice to see. Especially since they're in our division, we got to get as many points as we possibly can against all of our division rivals. And we get another one over Dallas. Unfortunately, they got a point, but at least we got 2 off them there. Well, I guess 4 out of a possible 4, so not too bad of a start. We're up to a very, very solid record of 14-5-2, which is not a bad record by any means, of course. Very happy about that. 15-5-2. Yeah, this is a very great start to the... Which, to be fair, if we went for... If we go back-to-back-to-back President's Trophies, that's pretty crazy. I don't know if that's on the horizon or not. The Predators are very, very good this season. 19-5-2, and there's win number 20 early in December. Can't complain about that at all. That's really, really good. 21-6-2 is a solid record, but my God, the Preds are 28-5-0, 29-5-0. Holy... I didn't really realize how many points they had more than us, but that is a crazy amount. Like, my God, we have 51 points in second place in the division, and we're almost in third with that as well. We are 10 points, now 12 points behind the first place team. Like, that is a crazy good record, and Jets actually just passed us. But, I mean, we're still doing good. It's just, again, like I had previously mentioned, our division is just so competitive. Right now, we'd be first in the Pacific. We'd be second in the Atlantic, and we'd be way ahead of anyone in the Metro. But our division is just so competitive once again, unfortunately, which is honestly kind of scary, but it just means there's basically 5 playoff positions for our division. But hopefully we just continue to play the way we've been playing, and we'll be okay. Of course, the Jets and Preds are both doing insane. I mean, the Stars aren't doing bad either by any means, so... let's just check out the team so far, I guess. 37 games in. Dylan Strome is leading the way. 42 points. Patrick Kane, 39 and 37. Not bad at all. ADB with 34 and 37. Wow, okay. Alex Nylander, 32 and 37 is a very good start to the season. He's probably definitely on pace for a new career high with those kind of stats. 31 points for Adam Boqvist. 27 for Claude Giroux. 25 from Philip Kurashev on that third line. Only 18 points from Kirby Dach. I don't know what it is about Kirby Dach, but I just can't get him to sim good offensively. Like, I wonder if he'd be able to sim good with Kane and DeBrincat. Like, I don't know. Like, you would think with the 98 offensive awareness and 92 offensive awareness, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's not like he's playing with offensive slumps either. Like, Nylander has 92 offensive awareness with a very solid shot and very good playmaking abilities, and Giroux is just a very good player all around. He's still got a high offensive awareness as well. Maybe Kirby Dach is just more of a defensive player, and his offensive awareness just isn't high enough. Like I said, to be fair, for future reference and for future series, he will be a medium elite. So maybe that doesn't help either, considering he's just a medium or a high top 6. Sorry, but either way, kind of disappointing from Kirby Dack so far. Cause yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a -9. He's 9. He's only got 18 points. Although our entire second line seems to be struggling, which is odd because Nylander isn't terrible defensively, but Giroux is obviously... Well, actually, Giroux's defensive stats have gone down quite a fair amount. So he's actually not that good defensively. I was thinking he was much better, so I guess it makes sense, yeah. I mean, I don't think our top line's any more defensive than our bottom line. Well, I guess it is. Our bottom line, sorry, our second line. But I guess it is. Nicholas Baudin with 16 points so far, not too bad. Hampus Lindholm with 15, that's not too bad either. Top pairing already has a combined 46 points in 37 games, so not too bad at all. Jesper Boqvist with 13, Anders Bjork with 9, Vishnevsky with 8, Hirose with 7. I mean, he's not doing too bad. Johnson with 7 as well, so our fourth line isn't doing that bad. Honka with 6, Fleury with 2. Cale Fleury is much more defensive, though, so that's kind of why he's here, to be fair. And then what about goalies this season? Whoa! Wow, okay. Philip Gustafsson and Malcolm Subban, my God. Jesus Christ, they are not letting in any goals right now. Knock on wood, but my God, a .923 save percentage from Gustafsson and a .943 from Malcolm Subban. Are you out of this world? Oh my God, that is crazy. Those are some wicked stats. I was not expecting that at all. Holy. Okay. God damn, I was not expecting that whatsoever. That is crazy, man. My God. Well, Jesus Christ. Let's continue simming. I mean, there's a very high. We hit 30. We hit 30 All-Star break. So let's see if we can. We're definitely on pace to do it. We've got 2 chances over the next 7 games, so I would like to think we're good. Let's get a trade offer for Brad Marchand in Edmonton. That's terrifying. We're up to 31 wins. Very good. I was gonna say on a 4-game win streak, but never mind. We lost to Vegas there, and back and forth games all the way till the All-Star break. 32-14-4 is not a bad record at all, though. Now we have a back-to-back against the 2 best teams, or the other 2 best teams in our division. We win one and we lose one, but we get a point. So 3 points out of 4 against the first place team in the league and the third place team in the league. Whoa! We have caught up to Nashville quite a lot. That is awesome. Good to see. 37-15-6. I mean, there's a chance we have 40 wins by the deadline. Nashville has already made it there. We are on a quite a bad stretch, though, right now. Carolina, we lose to. Tampa, we win, but we won't hit 40 wins by the deadline. Ooh, the next game is a very interesting one with Dallas. So, I say that we caught up to the Preds, and then we totally fail that. But we're still only 4 points behind, and now Dallas has surpassed the Jets as well. So, very interesting. Very similar records as well. Of course, Dallas has a game in hand right now, but 38-17-6, 38-18-6, which is our record. So, overall, I mean, still not too bad. Patrick Kane down to an 87. We could be seeing Patrick Kane's last season, guys, which is very sad to say. Kane and Strome are both at 70 points right now. DeBrincat, not quite a point-per-game player right now, but hopefully he'll hit that mark once again. Nylander with 57, Giroux 48. Boqvist slowed down a little bit. Still, though, 44 is not bad. Kurashev is a beast on the third line. 36 points on the third line is very good. Kirby Dack, I don't know. He's been quite disappointing this season. Dominic Kubalik as well, to be fair. This is one of the worst seasons Kubalik's ever had. I don't even know if he hits 40 points this season, so that's interesting. Hampus Lindholm is doing very well, though. Honestly, could hit 30 points, which, yeah, I mean, if he gets close to what he had last season, I'm totally okay with that. At least 26 points, I'm totally fine with that. Jesper Boqvist, not doing too bad. Nicholas Baudin, not too bad. He seemed to have fallen off a little bit as well. I mean, still on pace for around that same point totals as the past few seasons, I guess. Tarharose not doing too bad. Bjork, Janssen, man, Vishnevsky 11 points. I don't really expect him to put up any points, so the fact that he is nice. Julius Honka and Kale Fleury. So obviously we're not getting too many points out of our decor right now. Because again, Vishnevsky I don't really expect it from. Honka I would expect a little bit more points from, but it's alright. And Kale Fleury, again, don't really expect any points from him. How's the goaltending doing? So they both come down to earth a little bit, but still very, very good stats from the both of them. Like, very, very good stats. But yeah, I mean, we're going to hit the deadline here. Let's see, we're going to be a buyer, of course. I'm interested. We will enter the deadline just to see what's out there, but I don't know if I'm really doing anything here. Brock Besser, how interesting. See, I don't know where this team is headed. I really don't. I feel like after this year, if not next year, we're going on a bit of a decline, which is a little worrisome. So I don't really want to trade away any prospects or any prospects or picks. Man, Sean Durzi is a good player. Sean Durzi is a very, very good player. LA is clearly selling. Sean Durzi is a really, really good player. I just like to take a look at his stats a little bit. So yeah, LA is not a good team. Wow, he's really, really good. He's grown really well as well. Obviously up to an 84. Very good offensive stats. Very good defensive stats. He's a very good, two-way defenseman. He's listed as an offensive defenseman, of course. Now, I really was coming in here having no intentions of making a trade, but with on the table, I don't know. That is a very, very interesting trade. I'm just curious to know who has more value between Honka and Fleury, but Honka, Fleury, and Vukovic all pretty much have the same amount of value, so maybe I go for Kale Fleury because he's expiring this season, and Vukovic, I feel like that makes sense because those are two younger defensemen going to LA, which I feel like they would like that. Now again, I said I didn't really want to give up any picks, but a second wouldn't be awful, but of course that is just not enough value by any means, so we're gonna have to add someone else. Wait, actually, this could be interesting. We obviously have a sit goalie in Gustafsson. What about Lennox here? He's got a decent amount of value, but he's a 69 at 22. Does he really turn into anything? I doubt it. I don't think this goes through, but yeah. This is very, very interesting. Might have to add another pick here. Might try the third for next year. Trade rejected. I don't really know what else I could add to this. Unfortunately. Darch is an option, but I'd really rather not. Lorakainen, again, I'd rather not. Negrin, I mean, he could make the NHL as soon as next year. Rick Hughes, again, honestly could make the NHL. I don't really want to give away someone like that. Honestly, we have a much better prospect pool than I had thought, to be fair. Now, Yoshi actually could work. Okay, well, I mean, I do want to edit this trade just because I am looking to acquire Sean Durzi. I just don't want... I'm not giving up 2 firsts and Darch. My God, that is a terrible return for us for what they are getting. My God. Okay, so actually, Yoshi isn't a bad option, I don't think, because he's not that great. He's a 63 at 21. He's a pretty low overall player. I don't know if he makes it to the NHL. He barely can play in the AHL. So let's add Vukovic and Fleury in this again. We can add Lennox and then our second rounder in this upcoming draft. Will that be enough? I don't know. That's 4 young players for LA, so that makes sense, and they're getting a pick. Yeah, still not enough though. This is a very tough position for me. Maybe getting rid of Lennox is the move to get some more value in there. So what about our third rounder next year? No. Okay. I feel like I have to give up 2 seconds here, which is honestly quite upsetting. But I feel like that makes it a lot more realistic. They get a prospect, and I was going to say a decent prospect. They don't really get a decent prospect, but they get a prospect and 2 young defensemen that could help them out for the future, plus 2 second-round picks. I feel like this is a pretty realistic trade, and I say this goes through. Although, out of curiosity, I guess I would like to see if Sean Durzi is extended for next season, because if he is, I'd like to know how much it is. He's not. Okay. Well, I think this goes through. Yeah, as I expected. All right, so that's gonna change up everything on the team. I hate that. I wish I could still edit the lines in here. Well, I mean, yeah, there we go, guys. That's a big trade. I'm gonna exit the deadline because I absolutely have no intention of making any more changes to this team. But you know, the one thing that's a little risky about that trade is the fact that, of course, LA is in the Western Conference with us. They are in the other division, but Mason Shaw is a very good player heading to waivers. I'm just trying to think. I could claim him, but who am I getting rid of? Like, who am I getting rid of if I get Shaw? I feel like it would be Janssen. But even then, like, where would I even put him? Because Mason Shaw probably has some value, which, I mean, worst comes to worst, we could just flip him at the deadline. You know, I'm going to claim him. Why not? I mean, it's a free 82 overall on a very acceptable contract. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to change the lines now. So let's make those changes. Kulik, Kurashev, and Boqvist. I might take Janssen out to see if Mason Shaw is the move. I'm gonna have to make some roster moves. All right, let's see what I can do. So Mason Shaw can come up just to make sure that we do have Sean Durzi in the NHL. Yes, we do. Okay, her decor looks much better now than what it looked like. Not that it was bad, but it just looks better. So. Then for forwards, I probably just will send down Janssen. Well, actually, I mean, all of them are on. Wait. Okay, go on. Okay, so Janssen is on an expiring deal. Hirose obviously is not. So yeah, I guess Janssen can go down. Yeah, Janssen is going to through waivers. Will he be claimed? I think he did not. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that is fine with me, to be fair. I would like to try out Mason Shaw here on the forward core. And I think this honestly makes the team even better. Acquiring Mason Shaw for free and also getting... come on, man. Why is this? Why is the fourth line always the worst? God. Because I don't want to play any of those. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Taro Hirose will go on the third line with Kurashev and Kubalik, while Boqvist, Shaw, and Bjork will be the fourth line now. Defensively, obviously, Lindholm, Boqvist, Bodan, Durzi, Vishnevsky, Honka. Sean Durzi currently at 39 points. I'm intrigued to see how he does through the rest of the season with us. And, I mean, he's also on, or also having a career season, so I'm going to have to change special teams. So, like, what is that power play? Hello? Why is DeBrincat not in the power play? Like, does that make any sense to anyone? Alright, so that's our first unit. Sorry, that will be our second unit. Although I'm going to do that instead. Four-man, again, like, what is that? Just doesn't make any sense. I hate doing best lines in this game sometimes, because it literally just doesn't make any sense. No, I want to take Kurashev out for Kirby Dak. That should be good. PK, Boqvist is fine there. Bjork is fine there. Durzi, Lindholm, Dak. Kurashev is definitely a no-go. To be fair, I did originally have Dylan Strome on the penalty kill. Let's do that. And Bodin Boqvist, is that the move? I would like Boqvist on the top pairing. I mean, that works for me. Should I have Vishnevsky, though, instead of Bodin, maybe? 88 to 85, 85. Sorry, not Sean Durzi, my bad. Go to the left-handed defenseman. Yeah, I'm thinking Vishnevsky is probably the better option. And I never realized this, but Bodin's defensive awareness is incredibly high. Can I give, like, 2 of your points, or, like, 4 of your points from defensive awareness to passing, please? Would be very nice, but then I want Strome and Dak for the three-man. That works with me, or that works for me. Although I am going to actually take Bodin off again and make sure Vishnevsky's in there. So there we go. Cool. And I mean, the rest of the special teams doesn't matter as much. I'm just going to keep it the way it is, I guess, for now. Alright, guys, so I'm intrigued to see how the rest of this season pans out. Let's see how it goes. We ended up losing to Dallas there, which kind of sucks, so can we hit 50 wins? Most definitely. We've got, what is that, 20 chances to win 12 games, so let's see what we can do. Could go for, like, our 3rd straight 50-win season, although on a 3-game losing streak, that definitely does not help. We beat Detroit and Toronto in a Eastern Conference back-to-back, though. Calgary, we also beat, which is huge. Winnipeg, this is a big game, just because Winnipeg is so close behind us, and we lost. We beat Carolina and Washington again on another Eastern Conference road trip. We beat St. Louis there, which is good. The Islanders and the Rangers road trip. We beat both of them. Cool. We have clinched a playoff spot. I'm actually going to stop the simulation because this will be interesting to see how the end of the season goes. 104 points currently. The Stars are actually in first. We have surpassed the Preds, so the Preds have slowed down quite a fair amount. And yeah, we're tied for second right now, so there is still a chance we can get a President's Trophy. Let's see if we can. Did Dallas play? They did, and I think they got 1 point, so yeah. Let's see if we can beat a rough LA Kings team. An OT loss, not good at all. Thankfully, we at least get a point, but that wasn't ideal by any means. Let's see, does Dallas play? They did. They did lose. Very good. We have to beat Minnesota here if we want to. There we go. That is a huge win. So, of course, Dallas still has the game in hand, but we're just a few points behind them now. Come on. They won. They've clinched. Damn it. So, no matter what, they've got tiebreaker now. Rough. They've clinched the conference, and that means they will clinch the Stanley Cup as well, because I'm guessing the Senators won't catch up to them now. Mathematically, they cannot. So, unfortunately, not a President's Trophy this year for us, but still a fantastic season, coming in second in the league. Nice. 3 of the top 4 teams are in the Central Division. Love that. Love that. Our lowest team was had 81 points. That is crazy. I just realized Dylan Strome had 96 points. That is very good. Let's take a look at the stats here. 52, 23, and 7. Like I said, not a bad record at all. Again, unfortunately, no President's Trophy, but second in the league is not bad. We finished top 2 in the league the past 3 years, so let's see. We were second for most goals in the league. Our goals for per game was also second. Goals against, wow, Edmonton had the most goals for and the second most goals against. We were actually bottom 6 for goals against. That's not too bad. Guessing the same thing for goals against per game. Yep. Power play goals. We had, Let's see, where are we? We had the most in the league with 68, so that's a good power play. 266 power plays. A 25.6% power play is third in the league, not bad. Shorthanded goals against, only one. We are one of 3 teams to only let up 1 shorty this year. Power play goals against, we had 41. Looks like we're right in the middle of the pack, pretty much. Yeah, by the looks of it. Where are we? 48, sorry. So yeah, we're actually towards the higher half of power play goals against, so that's unfortunate. Time shorthanded was only 196, so we don't really take many penalties, which is nice. Yeah, our PK was not good. Second worst in the league. My God. Shorties, we had, how many? 2, which was tied for least, but Edmonton, the only team to not get a shorthanded goal. On home ice, we had the 3rd best record, tied with Washington at 26, 12, and 3. And our away record was 4th best in the league at 26, 11, and 4. So not bad at all. Let's take a look around the league. Dylan Strong with 96 points, Patrick Kane with 95, Alex DeBrincat with 81. Wasn't a point per game player, unfortunately, but not a bad season. 49 goals from Patrick Kane there. Alex Nylander with 73 points. Adam Boqvist with 67. Claude Giroux with 64. He did very well. Sean Durzi with 56. My God, that's a much higher point total than I was expecting. He was almost a point per game player with us. So that is very good. Kirby Dack and Philip Kurashev both with 47. Kirby Dack, yeah, I mean, he's just been getting progressively worse over the past couple seasons, which is not ideal. And Kurashev, this is a new career high for him, so just seems to keep getting better, which is interesting. Dominic Kubalik, 45 points, so I guess right around that same point total, so that's not too bad. Lindholm with 31, so our top D pairing combined for 98 points, which is not bad at all. Taro Hirose with 28, Jesper Boqvist with 24, Nicholas Beaudin with 23, Mason Shaw with 17. How did he do with us? He had 3 points in 19 games. Not that great, but he was in the bottom 6, so whatever. Bjork, Vishnevsky with 14, Honka 13 was the least on the team. And what about goalies? A 910 save percentage from Philip Gustafsson, so he definitely came down to earth after the first third of the season, but he was still a very good goalie. And Malcolm Subban, also a very good goalie. So yeah, I mean, not bad at all. Again, a really good season from Chicago. Most wins goes to Peter Mrazek, although we had Gustafsson tied in second with the most wins. Least losses goes to, I'm guessing, Ottinger, because I saw that he only had 17. Where? There we go. 57. Callie Klang, interesting. Highest save percentage goes to Darcy Kemper at a 919, which is very good for a starting goaltender. And the lowest GAA from a starter was Darcy Kemper as well with a 245. So Darcy Kemper, I'm guessing, wins the Vezina this season. Rookies this year, we've got 54 points from Vince Simmons and 52 from Marcus Antropov and Petri Kukkonen, not sure. Rookie goalies, any decent rookie goalies out there? Let's see. Very good for Matthias Magnuson as a backup. Not bad at all. Klang wasn't a bad starter as well. He was a 74 overall and got 31 wins and a 910 save percentage. That is not bad. Very Pittsburghy. So, of course, we are going to be playing Nashville in the first episode. Well, no, in the next episode, where we will be also fighting through a playoff run. So that will be the end of this episode, guys. Hope you all did enjoy. I'm intrigued to see how the next one goes. Of course, another playoff attempt. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.